Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Darksage Walker, and I realized that the last time I did an episode, I forgot to roll for the soundtrack choice, so oops. Also, last night was one of those really late nights that is only the way that it was because of some really crazy work shenanigans. So sorry about that, but we're here now. Let's go ahead and roll. Alright, we got the classics. I believe since I didn't roll last time, that counts as 2. But if you want it to count as 3, let me know, and I will choose something different for the next episode. So, I think for right now, what I want to do is I want to just put together just kind of a... Actually, what I want to do, and I think I'm going to do so using a bit more of an optimal setup, is I really want to play around with that whole Icicle Vortex thing that I discovered last time. You know, while Cecil just goes nuts in the background. It's alright, don't mind him, he's just having a ball. Alright, so... what do I want to... I think probably Razor Burst is our best option. And then we will, of course, go with the Fire Yo-Yo. So the whole idea behind this, and I don't know if you want to call it a discovery or just, you know, really fortunate happenstance, but I did a random run where it gave me Rebounding Icicles as my... Yes, buddy. As my signature. Then later on, I picked up Aqua Vortex. And then I picked up on the idea that because the Rebounding Icicles were bringing the enemies back to me, I could follow up with a Aqua Vortex, and hence the name Icicle Vortex. So we're gonna give it another try here, and let's be fair, this is basically just Ultra Combo reskinned. But I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, heck, the original Ultra Combo idea worked just fine, so why not try it again? Isn't that right, buddy? Little loud bird. So now what we've got going on is an extremely combo-heavy setup. Which, I'm already kind of having some fun with this, not gonna lie. Alright, so I can already see that we're going to be upgrading this. We've got Aqua Vortex ready to be leveled up, but I'm going to wait just a bit. And because both Aqua Vortex and the Rebounding Icicles have multiple charges, it's pretty easy to just stay on a constant offensive. Like, it's actually kind of neat. See, this is part of the dependable cake, so I might grab that. Alright, so one thing we're definitely going to need to do is we're going to need to upgrade that Aqua Vortex as soon as possible, and the only reason why I didn't grab the upgrade immediately is because I wanted to wait to see if Dr. Song is going to show up. Or Nocturne, either one of them. And we're going to check to see if they have anything particularly helpful. See, these are the enemies where Rebounding Icicles aren't going to work so well on. So I want to... Yeah, okay, so... No Dr. Song, no Nocturne. That's a shame. But at least I remembered to hold on and wait this time instead of just jumping on it immediately. So that's something. Maybe I'm learning patience. Maybe. And then, yeah, in case it shows up, let's go ahead and grab this. And for the record, the drink of choice is sparkling ice strawberry lemonade. Hey, presents! I like presents. But only one of these is any good. And there's no guarantee I'm even going to keep the jumper cables. Oh my god, I am just getting destroyed. Okay, well maybe this isn't as good as I thought it was. Or maybe I'm just making a lot of really dumb mistakes. See, right now, I'm just going to say I'm making a lot of really dumb mistakes. Like, I am basically just trying this out having just recently discovered it. So there's very much the possibility that I don't quite know what I'm doing with it yet. It's also very possible that I'm getting just a little bit too aggressive. Water prison. Okay. Hey, we've got Zeal coming up, so that can't possibly be a bad thing. Which, despite how that sounded, no, that was not sarcasm. I think you'll know when I hit something with the \S. Ow. That was just me not paying attention. Okay, not a whole lot here that's very good either. I could get a nice attack power bonus from the Royal Flush, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to spend my money on. I know one thing I do want to spend my money on is, let's see, who was that? Oh yeah. So we upgraded this. We definitely buy this. Even though I know it's probably not going to be the most effective thing. I mean, against... You know what? Yeah. Then yes, I will grab Royal Flush because it's only 8%, but when you're doing critical hit based runs, 8% is a lot. What am I doing? Alright, I think we take a risk and just move forward. Because remember, a big part of what's going on here is that I'm still getting used to this combo. Now, one of the things I am really liking about the setup is, and I'm not necessarily saying about the setup in general, but let's just focus more so on Aqua Vortex. Aqua Vortex is very flexible, I think. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Aqua Vortex does well that I did not take credit for until I just started using it. Like, as an example, it's got that wonderful kind of circular attack pattern thing going for it that I think can really help clear out a lot of bad situations. Oh, stop it. Y'all gotta stop with this jumping shit. Hey, there's Nocturne, and we can give him Thunder Drop if we want, and we may very well want to. Because I will openly admit that as much as I like Jump Arcanas, they aren't as useful in retro floor plan based runs. Why is that? Well, because the sheer number of enemies creates this kind of issue where you'll use the Jump Arcana, land in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and even though you are doing damage, you're not going to be able to avoid all of their attacks that are going out. So you'll end up taking a bunch of damage for no damn reason. And that creates all sorts of problems. We definitely yoink that. Now, I do wish that Rebounding Icicles' signature cast lasted a little longer. As is, it just kind of feels a little wasted. And ultimately, I think what we're left with is that the strong part of the combo is definitely Aqua Vortex. So, as I said before, we're learning. That doesn't mean that the combo isn't fun, however. I am enjoying its use. I just wish that it was with better of a use. Or more so, I just wish Rebounding Icicles was better. Turning it into a multi-use Arcana, I think definitely helps. But at the end of the day, the real problem is still just Rebounding Icicles. It's the same problems it had before, it's just now you can use it multiple times. Hey. Why'd you take my water prison from me? I was liking that. But at the same time, I do get to use Binary Splashdown now. Yeah, somehow or another, I think that'll make up for it. Even with what I just said about Jump Arcana being a thing, I do think that and Binary Splashdown makes up for it by having such a gigantic hitbox and way and a nice built-in way to keep enemies off your butt. I'd say that definitely works out for the best. I've had about enough of your garbage. And the other big problem with rebounding icicles that I'm noticing is that it's got a very narrow hitbox. Maybe this is me just trying to root for the underdog, trying to find a good use for a spell that, by all accounts, just isn't very useful. And like I said, even its signature cast has issues. It's the same reason why I kept trying to find a good use for perforating jet. Like, there's a part of me that really wants that to be good because it's so good for really interesting critical hit setups, but wrong spell. But in the end, it's really hard to justify using that. Hey, there you go, dependable cake. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get our max HP bonus back. So, I guess right now what I'm questioning is how useful is this whole Icicle Vortex technique anyway? Now, I will say I still think it's interesting. I changed my mind, it's garbage. No, it's still interesting, but yeah, with its narrow hitboxes and how it overextends on the signature cast, you're still better off just using Aqua Vortex with other things that pull the enemies back into you. So, cool idea, but needs to be a bit rethought. Also there, I just made a really bad mistake. I guess the mistake was using Rebounding Icicles and not trying to lead off with either Tracer Barrage or Binary Splashdown. I don't know. You guys determine that in the comments. I'm not going to get involved in that. All I'm going to say is I made a mistake. So thank you very much for watching. As far as, future plans, I do have another tier list in the works. And then after that, maybe it's time to jump into Lightning Aspect and see how good that is. Of the basic Arcana buff spells, that's one of the ones I'm really interested in trying out, because I can see some really interesting things they can do with that to make it fun and powerful. So hopefully you guys are as interested in that as I am. Thank you very much for continuing to watch and support, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.